Imagine standing on the brink of a journey, heart pounding with excitement, suitcase filled with dreams and anticipation. Picture a traveler, her spirit ablaze with eagerness, her mind filled with visions of the unknown. She has spent countless hours poring over maps, memorizing phrases in a foreign language, and packing just the right essentials. Every thought, every breath is consumed by the idea of this adventure. She dreams of the new land she's about to discover, its vibrant culture, the mouth-watering local cuisine she can't wait to taste, the breathtaking sights she's yearned to witness. She imagines the thrill of stepping off the plane, the feel of foreign air against her skin, the sound of a language she barely understands. Her heart races with the thrill of the unknown, the promise of the extraordinary, the allure of the unexplored. And so, with a ticket in hand and a dream in her heart, our traveler embarks on her journey, not knowing the challenges that lay ahead. As she steps into the foreign land, the first challenge greets her: a language she doesn't understand. Imagine walking into a world where your words are as useful as whispers in the wind. Our intrepid traveler finds herself in such a predicament. The sounds around her, once familiar consonants and vowels, are now an intricate symphony of unfamiliar tones. The language of this new place is like a code she can't crack, an enigma wrapped in the melody of strange syllables and unfamiliar inflections. Her attempts to communicate are akin to navigating a labyrinth in the dark. She tries, oh how she tries, utilizing a jumble of sign language, broken phrases she's picked up from a guidebook, and an over-reliance on her smartphone translator. But every conversation is a game of charades, a puzzle where the pieces don't quite fit. The simplest tasks, like ordering food or asking for directions, become Herculean challenges. There are misunderstandings, of course. The locals, though patient, often wear puzzled expressions. They try to comprehend her butchered attempts at their language, but the results are comical at best, frustrating at worst. She orders soup and gets soap. She asks for the way to the museum and is directed to a music store. The language barrier is not just a wall, it's a fortress. It stands between her and the world around her, amplifying her feelings of isolation. It's like being a ghost in a bustling city, seen but not truly understood. She's a spectator in a play where she doesn't understand the dialogue, a player in a game where she doesn't know the rules. Yet, despite the daunting barrier, she finds solace in the universality of human emotions. A smile, a nod, a gesture of kindness, these are the languages everyone understands. They are her lifelines, her anchors in the sea of incomprehensible words. In the midst of strangers, she feels alone, lost in translation, but she is not ready to give up. Her journey has just begun, and she's determined to turn this challenge into an opportunity, to learn, to adapt, and to conquer. Just when she believes she's getting the hang of things, misfortune strikes. She loses her belongings. Imagine this. She's finally beginning to feel comfortable in this unfamiliar land. She's navigated the language barrier, even started to pick up a few local phrases. But then, one day, she returns to her lodgings, and it's as if the rug has been pulled out from under her. Her bag with all her essentials, passport, money, phone, is gone. The panic sets in like a sudden storm, and it's as if the walls of the room are closing in on her. She frantically searches the room, even though she knows it's futile. She checks under the bed, in the bathroom, behind the curtains. She's hoping, praying even, that she just misplaced it. But the stark reality is inescapable. Her bag is gone, her lifeline to home, her safety net, her comfort in this foreign land. All of it is gone. Suddenly, she feels helpless and vulnerable. She's in a strange place, surrounded by unfamiliar faces, and she doesn't even have the security of her belongings. It's a feeling of isolation that's hard to put into words. It's like she's adrift in a vast ocean with no land in sight. But she can't afford to give in to despair. She musters up the courage to report the loss to the local authorities. She stumbles through the conversation, her limited language skills pushed to the brink. But she manages to get her point across. They promise to help, but she knows that it's largely out of her hands now. She spends the night tossing and turning. Sleep is elusive, her mind filled with a whirlwind of worries. What if she can't get her passport replaced? What if she runs out of money? What if she can't contact her family? Each question is a haunting echo, echoing in the silence of the night. With her essentials gone, she feels her strength wavering, but she knows she must press on. This is not the end of her journey. It's just a hurdle, a bump in the road. She's lost her belongings, yes, but she hasn't lost her spirit. And with that spirit, she'll face whatever comes next. The labyrinth of unfamiliar streets is her next challenge, a maze that seems to offer no exit. As she steps out into the unknown, the foreign city stretches out before her like an intricate puzzle waiting to be solved. Every corner turned, every alleyway ventured into, presents a new set of challenges. Navigating these unfamiliar streets is no easy task. The city's layout is a whirlwind of chaos, a jumble of winding roads and dead ends that seem to twist and turn on themselves. Street signs, written in a language she can't comprehend, offer no guidance. Left and right become meaningless as she feels like a tiny speck lost in a vast, sprawling metropolis. She takes wrong turns, retraces her steps, and ventures down the same streets multiple times, each time hoping for a different outcome. The city, once a symbol of exciting adventure, now feels like a daunting labyrinth where every turn leads to more confusion. She tries to ask for directions, but the language barrier proves to be a formidable obstacle. Hand gestures and broken phrases only lead to more confusion. The locals are friendly and eager to help, but their well-intentioned advice only serves to add another layer of complexity to the already perplexing puzzle she's trying to solve. The overwhelming sensation of being lost is palpable. It's not just about finding her way through the city's streets anymore. It's about navigating the unfamiliar, the unexpected, the unknown. It's about confronting her fears and stepping out of her comfort zone. Every wrong turn, every dead end, every moment of confusion is a testament to her vulnerability, and yet also a testament to her resilience. As the sun starts to set, the city's unfamiliar streets take on a new persona. The shadows lengthen, the buildings loom larger, and the labyrinth seems to close in on her. But she doesn't give up. She takes a deep breath, squares her shoulders, and plunges back into the maze. In the maze of the unknown city, she finds herself lost physically and emotionally, but she remains determined to find her way. This is not just about navigating a city. It's about navigating life, with all its twists and turns, its challenges and obstacles. It's about finding her way in the face of uncertainty and embracing the unknown. In the midst of her trials, she discovers something unexpected: the kindness of strangers. As she found herself lost and vulnerable in a foreign land, the locals, a tapestry of empathy and kindness, became her compass. First, there was the elderly lady at the marketplace, her eyes twinkling with warmth and understanding. Despite the language barrier, she communicated with our traveler through gestures and smiles. She offered a comforting pat on the back, a simple act that said, "You're not alone," and helped her buy fresh fruits and vegetables to sustain her journey. Then, there was the young man at the train station. Despite the hustle and bustle, he took the time to guide her through the maze of train lines, ensuring she was on the right platform. His patience and willingness to help a stranger in need were a testament to his empathy. Among the unfamiliar streets, she stumbled upon a small cafe. The owner, a middle-aged woman, noticed her distress and offered her a free cup of hot chocolate. They sat together, communicating through broken phrases and laughter. The woman opened her heart and her cafe, providing a safe haven for our weary traveler. These encounters, though seemingly insignificant, painted a picture of humanity's inherent kindness. They offered her a sense of belonging, a sense of home in a place so far from hers. The locals, with their empathy and willingness to extend a helping hand, became her silver lining, her beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Her perspective began to shift. She saw past the language barriers, the lost belongings, and the unfamiliar streets. She saw a world filled with kindness, a world that was ready to embrace her with open arms. This experience, daunting at first, had transformed into an adventure of self-discovery and connection. Thus, in this foreign land, our traveler found more than she had lost. She found a community, a sense of belonging, and most importantly, she found herself. In the face of adversity, she finds kindness, a beacon of hope that helps her navigate through her challenges. As her journey draws to a close, she reflects on her experiences, the challenges she faced, and the lessons she learned. The unfamiliar streets that once seemed daunting are now etched into her memory, a testament to her resilience. The language barrier, once a towering wall, had crumbled into a bridge of shared smiles, gestures, and common humanity. She discovered that kindness is a universal language, a beacon of hope in a sea of confusion. She learned that it wasn't the belongings she lost that mattered, but the courage she found in their absence. She realized that the true beauty of travel isn't merely in the sights seen, but in the growth experienced, in the comfort zones expanded, in the boundaries pushed. She embraced the unknown, found strength in vulnerability, and learned that every journey, no matter how challenging, is an opportunity for growth. And so our traveler returns home, not with a suitcase filled with souvenirs, but with a heart filled with invaluable experiences and lessons that she will carry with her forever.